believe me, just watch.
We're back, our morning brew with friends, and our all-star cast of guests this morning. Paul Gessing from the Rio Grande Foundation, Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department, Lieutenant Governor John Sanchez. This has been a great conversation, guys. And every time we go to break, we have even more of it. This is amazing. We were talking about double dipping and officers and how you guys. There is a bill right now in the state legislature that would allow local police agencies to rehire the officers. Is that something I don't even know? Is the governor's office supporting that?
Well, one thing we are supporting is the fact that law enforcement agencies throughout the state have the resources and the manpower in order to provide safe communities.
Right, and these guys need that, and because you have a 20-year retirement, an officer can retire, at 41 years old with a full retirement, right?
They did change it to 25 years.
Yeah.
And then, so that's still a very young officer who could still have several years of service left in them. If you were able to rehire some of those trained officers, what would that do to the department, you think?
Oh, it would help us tremendously. We're having struggles in some positions like school resource officers, people that actually are security officers there at the courthouse. We're not able to rehire them because of that law.
And would you be able to, having those trained officers on the force, what would that mean?
Well, you have experience there that it takes literally hundreds of thousands of dollars of investment that we lose out on. That experience that goes to somebody that creates maybe a liability for somebody that doesn't have that experience, introducing them to that security position or another position that we don't have to deal with if we have somebody with experience.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we got a brand new website here for the Morning Brew with Friends. Check us out at themorningbrew.tv, where you can find clips of all of this. Wish we could continue the conversation, guys. This has been awesome this morning. And then, of course, all of us have our own Twitter feeds, and we do here at the Morning Brew. We've got youtube.com Morning Brew. Find us there, and there's clips of all of the shows. Find us on Facebook and like us there, and you can stay up to date with everything. And then, of course, follow us on Twitter at My Morning Brew. And then my favorites is one of Paul Gessing's Twitter feed, and I love, remind us of your Twitter feed again.
At P Gessing.
At P Gessing.
No U in guessing.
Gessing.
Exactly.
And Paul tweets amazing stuff to me and wonderful insights that he's got on everything from right to work to tax policy and all of those things. And I know you guys have some social media stuff. How do we reach out to the Sheriff's Department?
Well, our public information officers here, Aaron Williamson, you can reach out to him and he'll get you all the information.
That'd be great. We'll tweet all of that and make sure everybody knows that we can reach out to you guys on social media too. And you guys, Lieutenant Governor's Office, certainly have ways to reach out to you guys too.
Like governor.gov.newmexico.us. And we invite people to. Let me encourage everybody, your listeners, to get involved. This is the legislature is a citizen legislature. We want people to get up to Santa Fe, visit with their legislators, visit with me. I have an open door policy, and we need to hear from them.
Right.
We don't have all the ideas and solutions.
And this year, there's a ton of bills that are getting out there. Beyond right to work and some of the economic development stuff, and possibly the social promotion things. What else are you looking at? What are your pet projects?
Well, for me personally, we have initiatives that would, make vocational training a very important part of our education. A lot of times we put an emphasis on just higher education, which is important. But let's not forget that we need people who can build houses and good trades out there, plumbers. And in New Mexico, that's a big part of it. You get guys who are welders down in the oil patch who are making six figures a year. We're not preparing every child sometimes for that. So vocational training is a big part of our initiatives.
I've been writing a story about that right now for Business First. It's excellent with the mayor about Running Start for Careers.
Yes.
And he had an interesting point. He says, we recruit the football player, you recruit the best scientist, but you don't recruit the best welder.
That's right.
You don't recruit the best house framer, and there are ways to do that. And I know that state law had to be changed, 6-7 years ago, just to allow that, right?
But it's all those things. We're looking at worker comp laws that would simply say, look, if a worker is injured because they were abusing alcohol or drugs, they have to have some skin in the game. These are, again, common sense pro-business legislation that's going to really, at the end of the day, help small businesses to continue to thrive.
Paul, what do you not want to see passed? What are you worried about?
Well, I'm concerned that the $50 million will pass without the needed reforms. If we get the needed reforms, I'm okay with that, like right to work, some of these other economic development issues. So I just want to make sure that we do the right things, the blocking and tackling that's going to set us up for the future.
Awesome. And we'll reach out to you guys on social media too. And we'll see you tomorrow on the Morning Brew with Friends when we have Theater Thursday. Crystal Sears is going to tell us all about how to use social media. And Jesse Campbell's going to be here to tell us about the Geek Bowl on the Morning Brew with Friends.